Overrated or underrated? That's a hard one. Am I allowed to say that? I'm going to be rating popular nutrition topics as either underrated or overrated. I'm Matt Gardner, Head of Nutrition at Virgin Active. I've been a nutritionist for a decade. I've worked in professional sport, in healthcare and corporate wellness. My goal is to provide evidence-based insights into some of the most popular topics that you've probably come across recently in nutrition. Okay, so let's get into it. Overrated. I think there's bigger rocks that people can focus on first. So the overall dietary pattern, promoting whole foods, thinking about hydration, thinking about the timing of their meals as well. So I think they're bigger rocks to begin with than tracking calories for most people. Yeah, of course. So tracking calories is just one methodology. Others would include thinking about timing. So you can shorten your eating window. Another one would be looking into certain food groups as well. So maybe changing to thinking about how much you're eating around carbohydrates or fat-rich foods, or looking at portion size. It completely depends on what you think you can achieve and you can stick to, I would say, when it comes to weight loss. Tracking calories for some, it might be top of the list and ranked at number one because it feels the easiest. Whereas the timing side of things, or changing the types of foods, other people might respond to that way of eating and they'll be able to stick to that and be consistent with that. Overrated. That term's interesting. As a performance nutritionist, I suppose I'm trained to help people obviously bring variety to their diet, more nutrient dense foods, but I think that term is tricky when it comes to someone's relationship with food. Yeah, for me, I'd say it's quite overrated, I think. The main term that everyone knows about is balance. And the main thing is to try not to demonize foods or food groups as well, to just promote a healthy relationship with food and to promote a balanced approach. I love having a pizza on a Friday evening. Underrated. I think it's a perfect place for people to start, and it can really help target. For me, 3 T's are the main thing when it comes to nutrition: total, type and timing. So many benefits to it. If someone's really dialing into the types of foods that they're eating, that can help from a hunger point of view. It can help people manage the total amount of food they're eating, from a calorie perspective as well, without necessarily having to track. And I think if someone is prioritizing whole foods, for me, I love scratch cooking, and if it can get people into cooking a bit more at home too and experimenting, then that's perfect. Oh, it's a good one. I think, let's say underrated. I think they get a lot of bad press, but for some people who are consuming full fat, sugar sweetened beverages, if they switch to 0% drinks like that, it helps them manage calories, it helps them manage sugar intake. Yes, I'd prefer someone to drink water, and I still think we need to learn more around what these sweeteners do. Underrated. I think so many people can benefit from at least consuming 1 gram of protein per kilo of body weight. And then, yeah, depending on if context is there and they're looking to build, or they're looking to manage hunger, or looking to manage calories, or manage their food bill, then, we might increase protein from there. But for the average person, of course, that can help with recovery, less soreness, and the other key things that people don't really think about maybe is immune function, keeping people well, cellular function, and also satiety. We know that protein keeps you feeling fuller for longer. Underrated. I'd say it's a canvas for so many other nutrient dense foods. I think bread gets a bad rap. You can put so many things on toast, you can put so many things in a sandwich. It's very portable as well. If you're taking a sandwich and you're putting a protein option in there, you're putting some salad leaves and some flavors and things too, you can gain a balanced meal with good carbohydrate source, good protein source, good fat source. So yeah, I'd say bread's really underrated. No single food will do that. Obviously, you have to think about it from a context of an energy balance point of view. That's always an interesting area to think about, but try not to demonize a single food. It won't just be one single food like bread that might be making you put on weight over time. Underrated. Oh, massively for hydration, for nutrient density as well. Very portable. It can be quite filling too, the fiber in fruits as well, and it adds variety, natural sweetness. Fruits are absolutely fantastic. If you're someone watching this who's active as well, and you're looking for fuel, for energy, before workouts or after workouts as well, fruits are brilliant. Don't be afraid of frozen fruits. Sometimes they can be cost effective. A lot of the time the nutrition is locked in, so they might be more nutrient dense than fresh fruit. So massive fan of fruits. Overrated. I just think sugar just has so much hype. It's hard to answer if that's underrated or overrated from our context, from an energy point of view, and what you're utilizing in high intensity exercise and things like that as well. That's actually stumped me. That's a hard one. I don't think I have an overrated or underrated answer to that. Am I allowed to say that? There's different types of sugars in different foods. Natural sugars, you've obviously got your man-made stuff as well that's added into foods. So yeah, context is key around that one. Overrated, I'd say, because a lot of people are talking about it from a health span point of view, living longer, feeling better, but I don't think we know enough about that yet. You know, the research is in its infancy. What we do know, it is one methodology, and it's useful for some people from a weight loss perspective, because obviously it helps them manage the overall amount of calories they're consuming. So I'd say intermittent fasting is very overrated in my opinion, but you know, it has all these incredible health benefits. But we don't, you know, if someone feels great, fantastic. N=1 is awesome, you know, and if it helps them manage their hunger, helps them manage their energy levels, helps them manage how much they're eating, you know, better relationship with food, awesome. Underrated. Fat brings flavor in meals. Having healthy fats with that, so your olive oils, your avocados, your nuts and seeds, your oily fish, you know, that will help with overall vitamin absorption. It's useful for supporting cellular health too, cognition, brain function as we age as well. The only maybe side that people should consider is obviously they are quite energy dense as well. From a, you know, portion size perspective, you have 9 calories per gram in terms of fat-rich foods, whereas, you know, protein and carbohydrates are 4. So including these foods in your diet, but being aware that they're quite energy dense. So I think they do get a bad rap sometimes, and I would definitely say fat is underrated. So guys, if you have any nutrition related questions, then please throw them into the comments. We'd love to hear from you, and we can't wait to get into them.